Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. This is Sophie. Thank you so much for joining me. Sagittarius, this is going to be a reading for January 2019. And this is just a general reading. The readings that I provide are guided to whatever it is that needs attention that particular month. So that might be love, it might be career and finances, it might be friendship related, it might be spiritually related. Whatever the message is, it will come out, and that is what we will focus on. Let me see. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and begin with some messages using the Spirit Messages Oracle by John Holland. For Sagittarius, January 2019. Okay. Wow. Find your center. Your outside world is a reflection and a manifestation of what's going on inside you at this time. When the outside world becomes so hectic and stressful that your anxiety starts to overwhelm you, then this is an ideal moment to stop and ask, when was the last time I checked in with myself? So, Sagittarius, hold on. Okay, Sagittarius. If you are not where you want to be right now in your life, you need to go back to the drawing board and decide what can stay and what needs to go. And I feel like January 2019 is going to be the time that you clean house. I feel like this reading for you is going to be short because your energy for January 2019 is very decisive. You know what you want. You know where you're headed. You are determined. You have planned everything out up to this point. And you know exactly what is blocking you from succeeding in the way that you are envisioning. Right now, it's extremely important that you stay true to your vision, and that you literally, you need to ground yourself and prepare yourself to realign your life. Because there are things that you're getting rid of in January. There are things that are still lingering that have got to go. See? Okay. Yep. This feeling of lack, this feeling of isolation, this feeling of rejection, it's gotta go. You might be experiencing some financial hardship right now, and in January you're going to know exactly what it is that's keeping you from making the money or having the funds or having the things that it is you want in your life, that you know you can have in your life. You're seeing what's keeping you from it, and you're ready to make a decision. With the Three of Cups, you have celebration, you have reunion, friendship. There might be some friends. Oh, yeah, there might be some friends here that you need to cut out. Yeah, Sag. There might be some friends here. Some company that you're keeping. Maybe they drink a lot. Maybe they just have really bad habits. Wow, the Queen of Pentacles keeps on popping out. If you guys look at my other readings, you'll notice that in the same position, the Queen of Pentacles keeps popping out with another card that is showing what is blocking. What is blocking? Okay? What is blocking this Queen of Pentacles? What's blocking you, Sagittarius, from achieving prosperity, achieving abundance, being able to manifest what it is you have been trying to bring into your environment? What is blocking you is this need to close something off. You have to cut something out. There has to be an ending here. There's something that's imbalanced. There's a friendship here that's imbalanced. There's a platonic, non-romantic relationship here between you and somebody else that needs to be cut off, or something needs to be altered. But in general, whether it's a habit within the friendship, or it's the friendship itself, balance needs to be reestablished. Yeah, I'm gonna set these aside. Let's see. God. Yeah. There's a decision here, Sag. This is you wanting the Ten of Cups and having to decide what it is you need to do in order to take another step closer to that Ten of Cups. You might be dealing with a water sign. Your friend could be a water sign. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But this could be you. If this is you, okay, the King of Cups is very emotional, very understanding. If you were the King of Cups, if you identify as the King of Cups in this friendship, as in you were the one that's understanding, and you're always the one trying to open yourself up to accept your friend, despite what they bring to the table, despite the lack that they bring to the table, despite the incorrect or the self-sabotaging type of behavior that they bring to the table. It could be that this is you wielding this sword. You are bringing in this knowledge, this clarity, this realization that something needs to be cut out, because previously it's almost like you feel like you can't do it, or maybe you're hoping, you're kind of like biding your time, you're really hoping that you don't have to do this. In the King of Cups, who's so emotionally invested, the Eight of Swords is saying, like, I feel trapped, I feel like my hands are tied. But with this sword, you not only cut yourself out of this restraint, but with this sword you also have this clarity that you didn't have in this Eight of Swords position. So you come from a place of not being sure what to do with this friendship to now realizing that what you need to do is cut it out. If your friend is also a fire sign, this literally could be that they like to drink, like a lot. Like, drinking makes them extremely happy. And they might be thinking about what they want out of the friendship with you. They're here at a decision. Maybe they're trying to decide whether or not they want to stop. Maybe they realize that something between you guys hangs in the balance and they're not sure what to make of that. Because the King of Wands can be very hot-tempered, and it might be difficult to approach this person. Maybe the only times that you guys get to hang out is when they're drunk or high or whatever. If this is you and you are wanting to pursue a close friendship, you're trying to decide what to do with this friendship. If this is you and you're trying to figure out how to approach this person, be very careful, because this King of Cups, for some reason, with this Eight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, I'm almost feeling depression. I'm feeling almost like, because of this person being in an Eight of Swords, feeling trapped. What they consider the Ace of Swords might be self-harm, or it might be, you understand what I'm saying? I'm not trying to suggest that they're going to do something dangerous to themselves, but for some reason I am getting that feeling. So if you are in a friendship that you feel like needs to go, before you broach the subject with this person, just be mindful of the way you plan on talking to them, Sag. Otherwise, this could just be you realizing that some cycle here needs to end. And this could be your friend here just about to make they're on the cusp here of making a decision about what it is that they want in order to achieve their own 10 of Cups. So you might be ready to have this conversation with them about their negative habits, their self-sabotaging habits, but maybe they're fully aware, and they are also trying to figure out how they're going to pull themselves out of this. However it resonates, okay? However, there is this sense, though, for you, Sag, for January 2019, in order to move forward, something about this friendship. Oh, too many cards. Something about this friendship needs to come to an end. There's something here that's extremely imbalanced and it's negatively affecting you, and you realize it and you're ready to cut it out, which is excellent. Yeah, they could be an earth sign, this person. It could be someone that you met at school, like a classmate. Someone younger than you. Maybe you work together and they're a subordinate. Could be a close relative as well. Perhaps another Sagittarius. But again, more drinking, alchemy, taking from the past and using it to create something beneficial. I'm seeing mixing drinks, where an ideal relationship is a solid foundation and is harmony and is healing and is balanced. There's a sense of needing to reestablish balance. Right, Sag? There's someone here in your life that almost feels like they are dragging you down with them. And you know it. And you are just about ready to do what you need to do in January 2019 to ensure that you begin your year prioritizing yourself. You are not a martyr for anyone else, okay? We all have ourselves to take care of. And there's nothing wrong with being a supportive friend. But when it comes down to your friend trying to take from you in order to perpetuate a negative self-image or a harmful habit, that's where you need to draw the line. There's a difference between support and enabling. That was the word, I'm sorry. There's a difference between support and enabling, okay? What's this Five of Pentacles here, please, for Sagittarius? What is this Five of Pentacles? This isolation, this feeling of lack. Friendship, cooperation. Again, more work. This could be someone that you know from work. This could be somebody that you know from work, a partnership. But it could be that maybe financially you've been overextending yourself to help your friend. And you're realizing that this is really not... Yeah. And the Emperor, there's a boss here. This person could be your boss. You might be the boss of this person. You guys work together. It could be that your friend has the potential. Yeah, again, a business. There's definitely heavy business here. Heavy career, heavy... You guys work together. This is a boss. Maybe you guys are partners, you own your own business, and you're hitting a rough time because they're not using the money the way they're supposed to be. They're using it to party, and they're not being responsible. Maybe they're utilizing, you know, really valuable capital from the business. Maybe they're using really valuable, you know, maybe they're using the business car for joyrides, you know, that kind of thing. They're using what's exclusively for business, and they're going out and they're gallivanting, and they're not being careful. They're not being respectful of what you guys share in this business. There could be some type of legal situation here as well. You might be thinking about taking this person to court. If that is the case, in the end, you'll emerge victorious. At the end of your court situation, you will come out getting back what you lost on their end. But you do have two people, you have two separate masculine energies. You do have this sense of you guys working together. And somebody here is coming out of a place of doubt and being clear about what it is that needs to be done, while this other person is trying to decide how they can achieve their 10 of Cups. They're deciding between two equally prosperous paths. There's two options that they have here that they can choose from, and both are good. They're just trying to figure out which one is better. Yeah. Yeah, Sag. That's all I'm getting for now, okay? That's what I'm getting for you. Make sure that you stay centered. You have this abundance, okay? If this is not about another friend, let's just say that this is about you. Let's say that you are the Temperance here in this reading. Let's say that maybe you are trying to reconcile two parts of yourself. The part of you that passionately wants to pursue a decision you know you need to make, and the you that feels like, I don't know, because in order for me to move forward, I have to cut certain people out of my life. Pick the you that wants to pursue passion, because you are going to come to the 10 of Cups. At the end of your decision, Sagittarius, at the end of you cutting out what you know needs to be cut out, this is the only block. The only block I see here for you is this completion of cutting things out that do not serve you. Alright, Sag? Once you have adequately cut out friendships, people, places, things that do not serve you overall. This could be a job as well. This could be with the Hierophant, the Emperor, and the Pentacle. This could be a boss. Heavy, heavy, heavy employer energy here. Business energy. You could be working with somebody in a job that makes you miserable. Maybe the boss is making you feel miserable. Maybe this was a position that you were recently promoted to, and it makes you feel really, really less than. It's not turning out to be what it is you were dreaming of. It's not what you wanted, right? Maybe the 3 of Cups has to do with co-workers. Maybe they're a lot younger than you, and they don't know how to manage resources. Maybe what makes you dislike your job so much is that your coworkers, you feel like you excel, and the company you're keeping in this business really is not the kind of company you're trying to surround yourself by. You want people who will elevate you, and you feel like your teammates, you feel like you're constantly having to teach your teammates. There's this guidance, though. I'm getting the feeling that you have, you are getting some type of sense, some type of intuitive nudge that this is really not the situation you want to be in anymore. You might have a friend that's helping you keep things in perspective. You might have a friend, you might have a friend here, an earth sign, who is helping you keep the balance, even though, like, on your way out of this situation, they might be trying to help keep you away from alcohol, maybe. Right? Maybe you are using alcohol to help you feel less depressed about where you're at career-wise. And you realize that you need to cut things out, and you're a little afraid, and you're not sure. You see that the way out is to take a passionate approach out. You realize that you need to just do it and stop thinking about it, but you're afraid. You're afraid. But let me tell you something, Sag. Once you're done and you bring an end to the things that don't serve, you leave the job, you pursue what makes you feel fulfilled, right? You will experience abundance. At the end of the day, Sag, it's whatever you want to do, okay? This is your life, and you need to make sure that the consequences that come about, you are able to handle with grace, and you are prepared to handle. Okay, no one can force you to do anything. This is completely a life decision. But in January, you're going to come to the realization that there's a decision here to make. You have a decision between something that brings you great joy and something that brings you great isolation and lack, and you have to cut something out, and you know what you need to cut out. So but overall, I find this to be an extremely positive reading, because here there's doubt in yourself, but there's no doubt in the answer, and that's important. Okay, you're not lost, you're just afraid. And you can work yourself out of that. Let love be your guide, not fear. Okay, Sagittarius? I'll see you next time, alright, my love? January is going to be great to you. Don't doubt yourself. You have all the answers within. Just take a moment, take your time, and once you're ready, take a deep breath and move forward. You have everything that you need. You are a co-creator of your own life, and through love and positive thinking and gratitude, you can attract and achieve and manifest all the things that you want. Okay? I love you so much. Thank you so much for joining me in this video, Sag. And I will see you next time, okay, my loves? I love you guys so much. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time, okay? Bye, Sag.